Good morning. Today is day 122 of my Appalachian Trail through hike. And I think the heat wave is hopefully finally over. Way cooler this morning than it has been in what feels like weeks. It rained pretty much all night last night, which is one of my favorite things, so I slept really good. Hopefully I can actually hike a normal amount of miles today. I think there's a shelter in like 16 point some miles, another one in 18, so shooting for one of those, I think. Fingers crossed it actually happens today.
A really exciting milestone was coming up in a few miles, so I was stoked about that. But before we could get there, we had to hike about 5 or so miles. We had to do a little bit of a road walk through the town of Falls Village. We stopped at a little cafe to get some breakfast before continuing on. The trail goes over the Housatonic River right past town, and then you hop back into the woods, and that is when we hit the 1,500 mile mark. It feels like it has taken so long to hike the last 100 miles, but I'm so grateful to have passed this crazy milestone. Right afterwards, we were rewarded with a beautiful waterfall. We had the whole view to ourselves, so we took a little bit of a break here before continuing on. Pretty much right after the Great Falls waterfall, we started the climb up to Mount Prospect. The climb up to Mount Prospect wasn't too bad. It was about 800 feet of ascent in a little under 3 miles. Then we came down the other side, and I felt so good this day. With the weather being cooler, I just feel so much better and feel like I have so much more of my energy back.
Gone about 12 and a half miles so far today. It feels so much better now that it's not quite as hot. I think we're gonna try to get 4 or 5 more.
We had about a mile of pretty flat trail that passed near the town of Salisbury, Connecticut before we started the final climb for the day up to Lion's Head. This climb was a little bit longer than the one earlier this morning, but I still was feeling really good.
We did it! We hiked more than 15 miles today for the first time in like 20 days, it feels like. We made it to Riga Shelter, found a nice little flat spot to set up our tent. Probably gonna hide from the bugs and go to sleep. Mighty fine hiking, everyone. Bye!